Alrighty, everyone. We are going to continue on with this lovely reception. So I would like to welcome everyone back from photos. I know we've all been mingling. So I'll welcome in the bridal party. So first up we have Shannon and Jaden. Next we have Beck and Matthew. Followed by Megs and Rob. And then the people we've all been waiting for. Put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Paul Kinnan. All right, so before we have dinner, we're going to get some formalities out of the way. Now, before we do speeches, Maddy and I have been scheming a little bit. And I know, it doesn't sound like Maddy and I at all. Now, we have a bit of a surprise for Josh. All right. Maddy and Josh, I know you've just taken a seat. Can you please grab your chairs, come up onto the dance floor, sit your chairs back to back, and we are going to play a little bit of the viral wedding game you see, where you stick your shoe up in the air. If I ask a couple of questions, if you think you were the one answering the question. Yeah, a little bit of scheming, Robert. A little bit of scheming, Maddy and I. So there's nothing embarrassing. These are all Shannon-approved questions. Matt. Sorry, Josh. All right, so give Mads one, yeah. Yeah. Josh hasn't seen the video, obviously, on Facebook. All right, so it's just a little bit of fun, just a little bit of lightheartedness. So who made the first move? Oh. Who said I love you first? Who's the better cook? Josh can cook a good hangover brekkie, I'll give him that. Who's the better driver? You're both so 50-50. Who is more organised? Yeah, good answer, Josh. Who has better fashion sense? Another good one, Josh. Who looks after little Phoenix and Claudie the most? Nanny Jose has a hand up. Who's the most adventurous? What about the better singer? And who's the better dancer? That's all the 10 questions I had. Shannon approved them, so nothing embarrassing. So it's just a little bit to everyone to have a laugh. Put Josh out of his comfort zone. Alrighty, so yeah, hope you enjoyed having a little bit of a laugh then. We're now going to move on to some speeches before we have dinner. So first cab off the rank I'd like to call up is father of the bride, David.
Yeah. Thanks, Mon. Thanks, Mon. I had to write all this down, otherwise I'll probably forget it. So, Yeah, that's probably better. Well, as Mon said, I'm David, Maddy's dad. And I'd like to welcome you all here today to help Josh and Maddy celebrate their special day. I'd like to thank everyone who's helped make today very special for them, and those people who have travelled a long way to be here to help them celebrate it. I could talk about Mads for hours, and probably I'd get a little bit emotional, and you guys would probably get bored. But so I'll just say that she's always made me very proud, and I'm so lucky to be her dad. To have seen her grow from the little girl who would wake up every day full of life and ready for the next big adventure, to the beautiful young lady that she is today. And she is a beautiful person in every way possible, and what a stunning bride that she is as well. I think Josh was in primary school when I first met him, and I've always considered him a decent young bloke, but I probably should have kept a better eye on him where my daughter was concerned, I think. But probably a bit late now, I think, mate. But I'm happy to become your father-in-law today, mate. So, watching their relationship grow over the last few years and seeing them, sorry, I'm not very good with bloody microphones, and seeing them building their lives together has been a source of a lot of happiness for me, and I hope that it continues for a lot more years to come. There's a saying that I've heard that good things happen to good people, and I think today is one of those days. So could those of you who are able, could you please stand up and help me in to propose a toast to the newest Mr. and Mrs. Polkinnon. To Maddy and Josh. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Dave. Alrighty, thank you very, very much, David. So next up, we have Maddy's Maid of Honour, Megsy.
I might not be. Sorry.
You hold it and I'll twist it.
Oh, thanks. That wasn't me, I promise. Thank you so much for everyone coming tonight. I'm absolutely honoured to be a part of Josh and Maddy's wedding. I am one of Maddy's best mates, and I'd say Mads and I probably met, I think, when Mads was roughly around 20. So I've only come into Maddy and Josh's life in the last few years, but it's been absolutely special. If I go back to roughly about a year ago, Mads had called me to let me know, she and Josh were coming up to Murray Bridge from Mount Gambier and had sneaky asked if I would be her maid of honour. Absolutely surprised, we both cried, laughed and screamed together in excitement. How I've come to meet Mads was my brother keeping a close ear to the ground at the pub as I own a salon in Murray Bridge. A quick text back and forth, and 2 days later I had hired a 20-year-old with piercing blue eyes, blonde hair and a very feisty and energetic attitude with an aroma of garlic that soon made me known how much she loved garlic with her food. From day dot, Mads had impressed me with her scope of knowledge of different countries, plants and food cultures. And as I got to know her, her genuine interest in others and her caring nature quickly became one of my favourite things about her. Anyone who has had the pleasure of working with Mads knows how well she complements her team and brings a positive and contagious vibe that creates a kind of cult environment that everyone wants to be a part of. But other than all her work achievements, she is my best mate. She is the ride and die. The friendship and the bond that grew over our years of work. One could start a sentence and the other could finish it. And it left us normally in fits of laughter. At one time, Maddy had said something directly in front of me. And in that moment, I left Mads with a coffee spray from head to toe while I choked and laughed at the same time. I can't recall when Josh first came on the scene, but chirpy little Mads definitely became busier texting, and I knew I would soon find out what was happening. A few trips back and forwards to Mount Gambier, and Mads had finally dropped Josh's name. Meeting Josh, he was definitely shy and had a very strong accent. And as time grew, I watched Mads go from rat bag Mads to little lady Mads. Her excitement left me absolutely ecstatic for him when he had finally asked her out. By Christmas that year, Mads had let me know she was going to move home, and I knew she had finally met her match. Josh was polite and innocent to me, but as a friend checking out future husband material, I was impressed. A workhorse who loves hunting, beers, mates, and family. Fast forward a year, and Mads had rang me early on the 8th of January to let me know Josh had proposed, and I felt every bit excited for him. I've got to spend time with their families together, and the thing that has stood out the most to me was how well everyone from both sides have united for two people preparing for their future together. So to Josh, thank you for making my best friend feel like the best person and luckiest person in the world. And to Josh and Maddy, I can't wait to see what you achieve and conquer together. Thank you.
Thanks heaps, Megsies. So next up we have the father of the groom, Michael, Mick, Polly, however you know him, we've got him up coming up.
Oh no, she should be good. Adjust it, yeah.
Do you need it up a bit?
No, all good.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. It's unreal, like for you all to rock up and celebrate Maddy's and Josh's special day. Like it's fantastic. Like you've come from all over South Australia and Victoria, and we've got people even from Queensland. It's really, really good to see. I'd like to thank David for giving Josh permission to take Maddy's hand in marriage. And Maddy, I welcome you to the family, even though you've been hanging around for a fair while. I can remember down at Blackfellas and that, I can remember, like we'd have a bit of a show there and that, and everyone would go home, and then all of a sudden you'd hear this little tap, tap, tap on the door, and they'd be and it'd go and open the door, and me and Annette would be watching telly or something, and then it'd be Maddy, she'd walk in, and she'd come in, hello, and she'd sit on the floor and lean up against the couch and just stag there and watch telly with whatever we were watching, and I'd ask her if she wanted a drink. No, all good. And I'm like, oh, you want some chips or whatever? And she'd be there, no, thanks, all good. So then I watched her grow up into a beautiful young lady, and then as you know, as she got older, I'm there to Josh, geez, you know, because Maddy was always friends with Annette, and I'm there, gee, you should slip one into Maddy, mate, you know. and then he just pulls a goony look and doesn't even answer me, just pulls a goony look and keeps walking and jumps into the bus with the boys and they head off, you know. And then it dawns on me and I'm there, shit, you know, like I thought about it and I went up to Annette and I'm there, I reckon they're all puffs, Annette, you know. And Annette goes, what? And I'm there, oh, I reckon Josh, Rob and Jonesy and Jaden, they're gay, you know, like, because none of them had girlfriends. But, yeah, so thanks for that, Mads. You've, you know, like, got rid of that thought out of my head. So that's, you know, that's good. And we finally got him out of the house. And he's your problem now. So, yeah. So if everyone could charge their glasses and have a drink for the Josh and Maddy, and wish them Josh and Maddy. And one more important thing, once all this formal stuff's over, if everyone could please sort of back off with the chitty chatty, and because we've got a couple of loads of chip and a couple of loads of sawdust to load in the morning, and we need that bucket emptied. So, you know, just got to hook in and empty that. Cheers.
Thanks, Polly. At least 2 are now married, 1's engaged, 1 has a girlfriend, so none of them are puffs. You'll be glad to know, Polly. All right. Next up, we have the mother of the bride, Josie.
Hello and welcome everyone. I'd like to take a moment to look around at everyone here today and invite you all just to do the same. I know it's weird. It's nice to hit pause sometimes to stop and appreciate the people around you, the family and friends that make the days such as this truly special. And hasn't it been an amazing day? I'm not going to do a whole lot of thank yous as that's already been done tonight, but I would, however, like to say to Annette and Michael, you have raised an amazing son, and I can't thank you enough for everything you have done in raising a man who is hardworking, kind and respectful. I'm so honoured to now be able to call you both my family. To my son-in-law Josh, welcome to our family. Today I'm entrusting you with one of my most precious gifts, my beautiful daughter Maddy. As a mother, I have always wanted someone who loves my Maddy as much as I love her, and I know that you are that someone. We've known each other for such a long time now, and I couldn't be happier to be your mother-in-law. My one piece of advice for you, Josh, make sure to always keep a fully stocked fridge. Maddy can do some funny things when she's left without food for too long. For example, when Maddy was about 2-year-old, I remember waking in the middle of the night and discovering the shadow of my daughter standing in the darkness of the kitchen, holding a large knife. I'm not sure what she was going to cook, but the sight of a knife-wielding toddler was enough to give me nightmares for weeks. Safety locks were installed shortly after. Maddy, wow, you are the most beautiful bride. I hope today has been everything you have dreamed of and planned for. I would like to share with you something that I wrote a few days after you were born. It was something I was looking for the other day and asked you about. From the very first moment I laid my eyes on you, I cried. I remember feeling so happy. You were so beautiful, so perfect. I was totally in awe of it all. It's amazing how in an instant you have an overpowering feeling of protectiveness. I can't believe I'm a mum. Now that you're older, know that while you may no longer hold my hand, you will always hold my heart, and you will always be my little girl. You are a beautiful, strong woman who is smart, kind, and fiercely loyal. I love the confidence and determination you have to try new things. You are not scared of change and love those closest to you with all your heart. I am honoured to have you as my daughter and one of my very best friends. Thank you for choosing me to be your mum. Know that I will always be there for you and your new husband. May you love and protect one another, and may you have a lifetime of happiness. I love you both very much. Everyone, could you please raise a glass and toast to Mr. and Mrs. Pulkinnon. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Josie. Next up, man of few words, but he's known here as the best man, Rob.
Right. Congratulations. Hold on, she's not working.
6'10". You hold it.
Yeah, right, you undo it.
Pull it up now.
Right, do her up.
We'll hold it.
Yeah. Right, anyway, congratulations, Josh and Maddy. I never thought I'd see the day Josh got married, to be quite honest, because he's a bit of a rabbit. But I'm happy for you both. It's been a great day, and the girls look great, and the boys look pretty shit hot, I reckon. And I've known Josh since like the school days, and you know, one beer always turns into 10 to 20 within reason, generally. And Josh, the boys, and I have been clowns, and it amazes me and all the dumb shit we've done together that no one's ever really flogged our asses, to be quite honest. We've been around Australia and rolled cars, so I think that's enough said. Congratulations on your marriage.
Not all tall like Rob. All right, we're almost there. One person left, and that is the groom himself, Josh.
Hey, that'll be right, won't it? Yeah. Righto. Well, I didn't inherit Dad's gift of speeches, so this won't be quite as good as that. So I'm not real big on speeches, but here's mine. So Maddy and I would just like to thank everyone for coming today. We're very grateful to have such close family and friends. Thanks, Mon. You're doing a great job as MC. Also, yeah. Thanks for the bridesmaids and groomsmen for your help for the last few days, getting everything going. And thanks to Josie and David for welcoming me to the family and all your help with everything. Mum and Dad, everything leading up to the wedding and throughout my life. And special thanks to Maddy, of course. She's been very organised and on time as always, or early. Looks very beautiful. And yeah, I just hope everyone has a great time, has a good night, and that's my speech done. Short, sharp and shiny like my wife.
been an absolute pleasure to be the MC tonight. No one else I'd rather do it for. I hate speaking in front of people. Even though I love a chat and I'm the loudest person. All right, so that is the speeches done, how Maddy and Josh wanted it, short, sharp and shiny. So up next, we're going to have dinner. As you can see, we're out there ready to go. I'm going to call up table at a time, so please wait until your table is called, and we'll go from there. So first up, we have the bridal table and table 2. So if you want to all make your way out, take your plate, grab a feed, come back in, take a seat. Once these guys are all seated, then I will move on through and call everyone from there.